I see it now.
Okay. Ready, and you're up.
So this is for real.
Dude,
Okay, this is for real.
why?
I'm
Why
just
would you?
making.
You just had to do. Why? I just said.
I'm all right. Hey there, all you girls, boys, and non-binaries out there. This is your boy Ron Dawson. Welcome to another episode of Dungeons and Durags. I want to say another episode because we've damn near recorded 4 of these, but for technical difficulties, none of them have actually made it. Unless you were, if you're one of the 64 subscribers that was here when we happened to do a test for like 30 seconds, maybe so one of those. So hopefully this can be an actual real episode that actually makes it to YouTube, makes it to wherever the hell we're going to put this podcast. But this is Dungeons and Durags. And this is based on a book that I wrote about my reconnection with the Black community and having Black friends again. So we did a podcast a couple of years ago with my buddy JD and his wife Yolanda. We did a season of that when Ebony had a network. We were on the Ebony network, which sounded kind of cool at the time.
Hey,
I don't want to be I don't want to be smudge an icon publication of the Black community, but
right. Before
you
you get
know,
on to introduce who's here with you, dude. So we,
I'm going to. I'm getting to it. Calm down.
brother.
I have to set context. I need to set context.
All right.
So we did that for a year. Really good stuff. If you're listening to this on the audio feed, you can probably find those. So and then we did a few video ones again. I think last year. Those aren't on the audio feed, but they're on the YouTube feed. So we wanted to kick up the YouTube feed again, and so that's what this is. And ostensibly, the plan was to be able to do this so that we can just be boom in and out. But again, technical difficulties. Long story short, uh, I'm here with 3 of my African American friends. Right? um, JD, who is the light skinned brother, who looks frozen to me now. Oh, no,
Oh no, he's not frozen. He's alive. He's
I was waiting
alive.
for the transition. We finally.
JD.
Hey,
Introduce yourself, JD.
yeah. What's up, people? I'm here.
Right. And then we got Javon, who's my fellow. Well, all these are fellow blurs, nerds. Javon, I think you're probably the blurriest of us all.
Thank you. Okay.
Just calling it.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, he's a writer. He's an auteur. I guess
Yeah.
we're both authors, I guess. But you like write for like real stuff. Are you allowed to say who you write for? I didn't want to out you if you're allowed.
No, I mean
He writes
I write-
for a major publication
A major publication on the West Coast.
news major publication.
in a
A
certain
major
city.
news publication on the left coast.
Very true.
South of San Francisco, north of San Diego. Oh, we're just
So if you
And not the
if you're
Fresno.
reading the Lakewood Times, you're
Right.
spot on.
And then we have Mr. Senior Black. Adu Black. What's up, Doc?
That's me. Just hanging
Uh,
out.
Right.
No,
Are we recording? Now it says on here. Okay. The whole purpose of the show is for us to provide a perspective on pop culture. So there's like the dungeons, and then there's the durags. The dungeons is like the nerdy stuff. The durags is anything black that's not nerdy. So we're gonna try to cover a little bit of each in each episode. And so we didn't 100% agree on what we were going to talk about in this episode. I think we should talk about what's in the zeitgeist. So I just finished purchasing my tickets. I don't want you guys to laugh because lots of people have been watching this, so it's a Netflix sensation. But K-pop Demon Hunter. I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying I don't know who's gonna be watching this, so I don't want to like
All
lose
right, you're
my
like
cred.
you're trying to qualify your purchase of not only tickets to
Chickens.
Demon Hunters, K-pop Demon Hunters, but also 5 chicken sandwiches. Now, both are understandable. So just roll with it, brother. You know you don't have
First
to
of all,
justify the chicken.
Right.
The
Cinemark,
K-pop Demon
snuck in,
Hunters. I mean, we're all with it. We
Cinemark
understand.
snuck in the chicken sandwich. I think it was on my last Cinemark.
They did not sneak it in.
Sneak
That's
it
part
in,
of your.
sneak
That's
it
part
in.
of your algorithm.
Right.
Right.
They got your
It's
preferences
AI.
set. They got your preferences.
Like black man, add chicken
Black
sandwich.
man,
Don't
chicken.
act like you didn't have 5 chicken sandwiches at the last movie you went
Right.
to. Quit fronting.
Right.
Act like every time you go to that theater, you don't get a chicken sandwich
I alternate, man.
and
I
a red
alternate.
drink.
Right.
Anyway, I'm gonna try to get it reversed.
And red drink.
Oh, you actually hit purchase?
Yeah, that's the whole point.
That's why you were upset because
That's why I was
you did
upset.
purchase it.
I mean, it
You didn't
happened.
notice the difference in price?
Here was the problem.
You were
Here's
distracted.
the total purchase was $12.29. I noticed that
For
it
5
used
chicken
my
sandwiches? That's a
What theater
steal.
are you
It was
going?
not 5 chicken sandwiches. It was 1 chicken. Don't listen to it, dude.
Plus the
Hey,
ticket?
Plus a ticket, that's still a deal. $12
That's only
for a chicken
$12?
sandwich
I know,
and a
what are you
ticket.
About?
Listen, just listen. The total purchase was $12.29. I
Right.
noticed it used my monthly credit, which means it should have been free or only a couple bucks. So I'm like, why was it $12.29?
Oh, so you
So I was
just paid
doing
for the
research and I
sandwich.
saw, oh, it added a chicken sandwich, which again, for LA prices, $11 for a chicken sandwich is actually pretty damn good. Chicken sandwich and fries. But I didn't want a chicken
So
sandwich.
you got the meal. You got 5 chicken meals.
So
Well,
I'm
well
gonna,
now you have a chicken sandwich and fries, so you might as well roll with it.
Yeah.
I might just roll with it. I don't, it's because it's lunchtime. It's 12:30, so maybe I'll just say fuck it and keep it. Yeah, I'll probably
12?
just do that.
No.
It's
This is for
not
tomorrow.
worth the. It's not worth the anguish. So anyway, the point is, I got K-pop Demon Hunters, and I didn't want to lose any cred because I think it's a Netflix sensation. Like everyone's talking about it, everyone's watching it.
What if
This is
it
the only
wasn't a
time
next
I'm gonna see-
Netflix sensation? Would you still be okay admitting that you bought a ticket for it?
I wouldn't have just brought it up.
So you would
like
have
you would've
so
still
you would have
bought-
kept that. You would have kept that in the closet, so to
But
speak.
the,
Tom
I think the
Cruise,
important
please
is-
come out of the closet.
I think for this show to have importance, we need to talk about what's in the zeitgeist, and that's currently in the zeitgeist. So
Right,
I would
but
bring
had
it
you
up.
just talked about it and not had to justify it, don't you think it would have just been accepted as being in the zeitgeist because it already is?
So here's one of my problems. Sometimes I tend to be too honest, where I admit
Isn't
things.
that
I
what
don't
this show is
necessarily
all
need to.
about? Honesty, as well as entertainment.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't think you always have to admit and be honest about everything.
I mean, I don't think that's being too honest. We're talking about a show that's super popular right now.
Very popular.
Lots of people.
It's
I won't say
the
everyone,
most popular show out right now, I believe.
but it's the most popular show out right now.
Yep.
I think if you just started talking about it, people would be like, "Oh yeah, okay."
yeah.
That's true. I made a bigger deal about it than it is.
And yeah,
Maybe-
see, like you
Maybe
called
it's my
attention
own
to something that
issue. My
didn't
own
need
issue.
calling attention to.
You know
Sounds
what
like
it
a
is?
Ron problem.
It's my own. It,
You answering questions that haven't been asked.
Right. Nope. I wouldn't. Nobody was gonna
Like
say
you trying to
why.
do damage control on no damage.
no damage.
So, but wait, Ron, going back to what you were saying, like, because we didn't
Yeah.
really have topics set up for today, like, I haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunter.
Which is very
No,
black,
we're not
by
going
the
to
way.
spoil anything.
Huh?
I know that's something. I'm not going to spoil anything
No,
about.
no,
the
no, I
movie.
know. I know. I'm just saying that I'm not prepared. Like, I mean, other than I've just heard, that it's a sensation, but I haven't heard any, like, I heard the soundtrack my girls were listening to
I
it.
have not watched it either.
Yeah.
Um,
I have.
but I've,
But here's
I've
Here's the
Heard
thing I was gonna
reviews,
bring
read
up about it.
reviews.
I know Javon got a whole
Yeah.
dance routine to some of them songs. He's into it. Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
Javon's on TikTok. He's
Ready.
should be doing
Pass
that
it,
golden
pass it,
routine.
Javon. Pass it, pass it.
Right? Karaoke and
Dance sensation.
Right.
Dance revolution.
what? Wait, why do YouTube
But here's the
then
thing,
that
you
haven't
gotta
seen
be
it think it's so
careful.
popular?
You got to be careful on YouTube when you start watching dance routines because a lot of the dance routines are with, like teenage Korean girls, and so you get a funky looking algorithm if you start watching these routines.
All of a sudden, you start getting
Wow.
start getting ads for all kinds of stuff.
Right.
Right.
Someone's gonna come across your YouTube history. And like,
Open up a whole
Okay.
FBI investigation.
Wait, dude's all into was it Blackpink or what's the rock the Korean group?
Blackpink.
Yeah.
Blackpink.
Yeah. So, okay.
I'm
dude.
saying you got to
Well,
be careful.
Blackpink,
about
those are grown women.
you got to be
Yeah.
careful about what you train your YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
Because you
You got to be careful what
People
you say
walk into your
when
room.
Google's open.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got to be careful what you yell at your TV.
Right.
Because all of a sudden,
I know, man.
you're getting commercials for stuff you're not even interested in.
Right. Speaking
I
of which,
swear-
well, go ahead, go run. Finish up.
I was gonna say, I had never ever seen a commercial for the company that I work for. I'm not gonna mention it right now.
Oh, I saw.
And then I
one.
had been talking about it, and then I saw a commercial for it on Hulu.
It's like they shot
Hey,
it that
man,
day.
They listen. The feds is watching. Feds is watching.
Feds is
Wow.
watching. Like 2 Chainz said, the feds is watching.
Mhm.
And Apple be serving up stuff that you be talking. It's. I'm 100% convinced it's listening and it's giving you ad space.
Oh,
Always
yeah,
listening.
dude.
It's
Yeah.
looking. It's
Definitely.
it's called targeting.
Mhm.
I mean, I know
Target
it's one thing
advertising.
when you go to a page. It's another thing if you just talk about something.
It's the same thing these days.
Yep.
So back to your obsession with K-pop demon hunters.
I'm at a.
Well, see, my question was going to be
Although-
for JD.
I have been listening to the soundtrack a lot. The soundtrack is
Yeah.
you're
the
obsessed.
soundtrack is good.
You not only watched it on Netflix, you buying tickets, listen to soundtracks,
Getting chicken.
and
It's a whole thing. You
purchasing
got chicken.
food
Yeah, you got
to
chicken.
go along with it.
You got all
Wow.
kinds of
You
things
having a
up
meal and entertainment, brother. You're not just browsing. You're all in. You pushing all your chips to the middle of the table.
Are you cosplaying? That's what I
He's wearing skirts and a
Right.
boot. He's wearing a
Got his
skirt
patent leather
and
skirt
boots right now.
and some
Wow.
black boots.
That's why we haven't seen below the waist.
Right. Don't stand up. Don't stand up.
Wearing it
Whatever you do,
right
don't
now.
stand
A
up.
clear sequin skirt right now.
Oh my goodness.
Well, they
Oh my
actually don't
goodness.
wear skirts. They wear.
Okay.
I think they
Hey,
do.
B, you do
Oh,
you.
it's those yoga pants you're
Right.
wearing.
Jeggings.
leggings.
Talking that Lululemon.
Wait, here's something that's what I find interesting. Back before I became a heathen,
A heathen?
it would have been
Before, nigga.
it would have been sacrosanct for me to watch K-pop demon hunters. Like I think the Christian diaspora I was particularly part of was against anything demon.
Anything that had the word demon?
Anything that had the word demon
Or witchcraft or
anything.
anything. Harry Potter was off limits.
Oh yeah, Harry Potter, Pokemon.
How about going to the Magic Kingdom? Is going to the Magic Kingdom off limits?
Disney.
No, it wasn't actually.
It was
Interesting.
interesting.
It-
Interesting where the
certain
line was
magic
drawn.
Certain
Exactly.
kinds of magic was okay. So like
So like My Little
Disney
Pony.
magic
like
was
My
okay.
Little
Bad.
Pony was cool. You could do like My Little Pony.
Harry Potter was bad, but like Lying Witch in the Wardrobe was good because C.S. Lewis was a Christian and it's a Christian
course, of
allegory.
course.
So everyone loves that. Lord of the Rings was good because J.R. Tolkien was a Christian. and
Christian.
That's a Christian allegory. So that was good.
Are you
Harry
saying your-
Potter.
Harry Potter was just
You say
straight
your parents knew
heathen.
that Tolkien was a Christian, and that's why Lord of the Rings was okay.
Yeah.
They,
Absolutely.
because I know
Yeah.
my mom
Because
wouldn't
you know it was a Christian allegory and like they can find excuses for anything of what you
Oh,
could
of
and could
course,
not
yeah.
do, could and could not watch.
Mhm.
in this particular, circle.
Well, Walt Disney was
Yeah.
racist and anti-Semite, so why was Disneyland okay?
But
Because that Christian allegory is rooted
Because
in
it had white Christian
evangelical, white
fundamentalism.
Christian, white nationalism,
Right.
Christianity. That's perfect.
It is
That's
funny that
all
the
the
two
magic
biggest
you need.
animation things right now are have demons in the headline.
What's the second?
Demon Slayer. You'll see that when that movie comes out in a couple weeks. It'll be number one. I'm going to assume, and
Okay.
it's been one of the biggest anime hits in the last 3 or 4 years.
when there's a
And,
movie coming out, it sounds pretty sweet.
yeah, on September 12th or 19th, one of those.
It's at the
Biggest
theaters or
animated
is it
movie
streaming?
right now was
Yeah, it's
Nia.
coming in the theaters.
Okay. Demon Slayer.
Yeah, because it's a regular anime series, but it
Yeah,
gained enough popularity to where they've started to release like the movie version in theaters. Before they released it in theaters, and you had to do the fandom thing where like it's like in one theater here or one theater here, but now they're actually going to release this movie, I think, wide, and it's going to be interesting to see how that works.
Well, here's a question I have for the crew, and this is something I think we can all speak to, and I think it's on topic. As of this recording, the last superhero movie that came out was Fantastic Four. Have you guys seen that yet?
Haven't.
JD, what are you
I
waiting
know,
for, man?
dude.
I have.
Man, I got kids.
JD's the only
I got
one.
kids,
He's
man.
the only holdout.
Yeah.
He's
You
the
guys,
only
you could talk about it. Well, I
No,
don't
we
know.
won't talk.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily want to talk about it. What I wanted to talk about was, there's one thing I probably would want to bring up, which is that last end credit sequence. You know what I'm talking about? I won't say what it is.
With the good doctor.
Dude, I was trying not to say it.
What?
He didn't say
Come on.
anything yet. No one knows. Like if you haven't
I
seen
didn't
it, and they
say
don't know.
that-
I know what he's talking about. But if people,
We
don't
all
know-
know what's coming.
yeah, I mean, they announced
Okay,
it at
here's-
Comic-Con. I mean, he came out on stage.
No, I know. That's true. So here's the question. I really liked Fantastic Four. Virginia didn't like it as much, but I liked it. I felt like it was Marvel, but I mean, it had its things I could pick on. You could pick on, but I feel like it felt like it was back on Marvel form in terms of how fun it was and whatnot. Didn't do too high, or it did fine, but it didn't do as well as they would hope it would have.
Right.
One recurring theme I've been hearing among all of the trades, podcasts, and stuff is the new bill, like 600 million or 800 million at the box office is the new billion. Like, you just
Are they saying
the
in
heyday
this climate?
the heyday of Marvel hitting billion is just out the door. One, is Marvel back? Like, because I really also liked Thunderbolts too. I thought that was cool. Is Marvel back? Oh, you didn't like Thunderbolts?
Yeah. We talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
is
mean,
Marvel back?
It was okay. It was okay.
I
feel like it was. I feel like it was not as fun.
Not as what?
Not as fun as Fantastic Four, and a little plotting. Lots of exposition, lots of talking about things, and not a lot of action.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's fair.
but Francis Pugh, thumbs up.
Florence.
Florence Pugh, and
Francis is dope
Florence.
too. Florence is dope.
Francis and Florence, both of them, thumbs up. No,
Right.
she's great. David
She was-
Harbour's good.
Yeah.
The
they were good.
rest-
I like their dynamic.
Yeah.
So the question is Marvel back? Like I think the next big Marvel movie is the next
It's next year.
real live action Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and then Doomsday in December of 26.
Well,
you know,
I would say I think
Okay.
like on some of the other podcasts, like the Campia podcast, they talk about how like Chapek kind of screwed things up because he took away Kevin Feige's autonomy. So he said his edict was, this isn't during COVID. Disney Plus was coming online, and he's like, oh goody, I got all these. I own Marvel, so I want as much as you can make as fast as you can make it. And so we had like a number of shows, so they virtually went from like making maybe 2 films a year and maybe 1 or 2 shows to like 4 films and 5 shows, and it just, I think Kevin Feige got spread really thin, and they just had it. So like writers that he normally probably wouldn't work with were getting cast or hired to work on shows that he really couldn't give his full attention to. And I think that we saw the quality drop. The thing is, they just put out a lot of stuff, and they were dictating what they were going to put out. Like it wasn't like Kevin Feige got to decide. But once Chapek left and they brought Bob Iger back, I'm hearing that everything kind of went back to more Feige's control, where he could say, okay, now we're only going to do like 1 or 2 films a year, and also maybe 1 or 2 shows a year. So they're basically been able to slow down and focus on things, and I think you're starting to see that now, because it takes a while after Chapek left for the new phase that Iger brought in to reboot again and take over. Because Iger was there at the beginning, when Iron Man 1, he was the one that gave Feige all the autonomy to come out with projects as he saw fit and not rush things. And then when then he was being rushed and really didn't have the autonomy, and now he's back to not being rushed and having more autonomy to focus on the things he really wants to do. So I think they're back, and I think the thing is this, is like, even if you didn't love Thunderbolts or Fantastic Four, I think objectively you could say, like, I'm hearing that they're really good films, like decent films, where it's not like
Right.
It's not like Wonder Woman.
Really good. Good.
Yeah, it's not.
Really good is a strong phrase.
Decent. I'm just saying they're decent films.
They were good.
They're good films.
They were okay.
Whereas,
they were
it wasn't
better
like,
than some of the crap that's been coming out.
Versus the Captain America, the new Captain America, which was part of that old Chapek regime, which they're getting out, Red Hulk and all that. So it's like, it seems like but they still got a ways to go, because
you don't like a black Captain America? Is that it, JD?
You gotta get to Black Captain America.
Hey, man. Hey.
Wow.
So
I was one.
So the thing is that
more like Captain Crenshaw.
Right. Wow. Why you just gotta be localized to Crenshaw?
He's purely regional. He's not for the world. He's not for America. He's Captain Crenshaw. But that character is from Maryland, right?
If he's Captain Crenshaw, I don't think he could have a red and a blue outfit.
Sure he can. It's all about
what I did there?
Same gang, baby.
Yeah.
No color lines.
Some niggas are heaven sent. Self-destruction don't pay the motherfucking rent. So that's all I'm just saying. It's like, so I think it's gonna take a few more, but like, because when you look at the early Marvel stuff, they had a really great track record. Like some of the films are stinkers. Like Iron Man 3 was whack. It's like, come on, but
Iron Man 2 was even worse than 3.
Yeah. So I mean, you have these issues, but generally, when you got to the Captain America, Winter Soldier, all those different things, they were building into something, and they were really, it was really good. I think now they're kind of in a rebuilding phase, and they're off to a good start. I mean, these are decent films, and we'll see where it goes from here. It's not, again, it's not going to be everybody's favorite, but it seems like they're back on track.
Yeah. Did you guys have any thoughts about Robert Downey being cast as Dr. Doom?
I think it's cool. I think it's gonna be a trip, because now it's like he was the beloved Iron Man, but now he's gonna flip the script and be the most evil, diabolical arch villain that Marvel's put out.
Do you think they're gonna play on the fact that he looks like Tony Stark?
I think so.
Or are they?
I mean, it's set up right there. Like, why not? I mean, they're literally setting that up. I mean, they cast him, I think, specifically for that reason. And then just imagine when Spider-Man...
You think they're going to play on the fact that...
Go ahead, Black.
You think they're going to play on the fact that his Doom character looks like Tony Stark?
I think so, yeah.
What do you mean, though?
I'm just saying that... I don't think it's going to be a huge thing, but just imagine the conflict. Like, the next movie is Spider-Man. I'm betting that Doom is going to show up in some way. And there's going to be a conflict, because... You remember, Tony was like the surrogate father to Spider-Man,
Peter Parker,
and now he's gonna be confronted with Doom, he might not even know who Doom is. Maybe in the beginning he thinks, "Oh, cool, my mentor is back," But I'm sure he'll be quick to learn that that's not Tony Stark. It's somebody,
I think it's lazy
Von Doom.
casting.
It can be, or it could be really good. It could be a great thing. Like,
I
where
mean,
it's like, it
but
could be
who's gonna make that associate? Like in the comic books, first of all, Doom was disfigured. So who's gonna even make that association? Like, oh, this Doom looks like Tony Stark. Maybe this is what Tony Stark always wanted. I mean, I get it, the armor, the mask, but Doom and Tony Stark were never associated in the comic books.
Okay,
Right.
so pushback.
They were two separate characters.
Right, but pushback.
So,
right, exactly.
I mean,
go ahead. Finish.
and so I can see, JD, what you're saying. Like, hey, we have this potential marketing bonanza where we can, play on these parallels between Doom and Tony Stark / Iron Man. But it's also, I guess, speaking from a purist point of view, it creates it's almost like a cheap marketing ploy. But speaking from a, I guess, current point of view, it's like, well, why not? I mean, why not inject new life into this association of these characters?
And remember, this is the MCU. It's different than the comics. They're just
Right.
taking what they want. So it's a whole different thing. Like, people like me, I never read those comics. I didn't know anything. So, like, when I see it, I'm like, oh, cool, whatever. I'm just going to go with it if it's a good story. Now, it might conflict with what's been set up in the comics, but again, there's a whole bunch of shit that they've changed from what I hear from the comics and what they actually present in the MCU. So I wouldn't, so I understand the purist thing, but you're not going to ever get the pure. You haven't
right.
that
But
all along.
what I was going to say was, I think that creates a possible conflict in that you're alienating one part of your audience.
But it's a small fraction.
Is it a small part?
Yes, dude. Put 10
I don't know. I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, you're creating a new audience.
I'm just saying, if you're looking at a 4-quadrant thing, it's like, how many people have read these comics? I never knew about Doctor Doom. I don't know, and I've been into films or whatever. I didn't know.
But I think plenty of people have.
I'm not right, but there's plenty more that haven't. Is my point. I'm not saying there's not. I'm not saying there's just one person in the city of LA that's heard. No, I know that there are comic book heads out there, but I would be willing to bet it's probably like 5% of the mass audience that goes to see these films. From all the kids.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, just small numbers.
No, I will agree. I will agree that the non-comic purist, I wouldn't even necessarily say purist, the non-comic reading or comic associating audience is definitely bigger than those who have either grown up reading these comics or read the comics now, go back and read the older issues. I still think there is a comic reading audience that also watches these movies and critiques them from that lens. But I will agree that the non-comic reading audience is probably, most likely, I would even say definitely larger than the other audience.
Here's the thing about the people who are in the comics, they're kind of like the kindling, I think, for the promotion and marketing of these films. They get everybody excited. There's the buzz. They know about it. Oh, what's coming? How are they going to change it? They're really vested into it. And then that can trigger, they're the kindling. They get the fire lit under the project. And then if it's really good and it's a great, because here's the thing, for me, if it's a good story, I don't care if they change it from the comic, it doesn't matter. It's like, and obviously they have.
Right. Yeah,
so
no, I totally agree.
It doesn't matter. It's like, as long as it's a good story. And so I'm putting faith in Kevin Feige that, okay, they paid all this money. They know they got a big challenge in front of them. So I think they're probably going to pay a lot of attention to making this right. And also with Robert Downey Jr. and them, they're going to want to make sure that it's good too. I don't think it's just a money grab or there's aspects of it where it's like,
Robert Downey doesn't need to grab any money.
It's not.
Yeah, so
I wouldn't classify it as a money grab. Mm-hmm. I just don't know.
Or what'd you call it? A gimmick, a casting gimmick. I don't think it's a.
Yeah, I just don't know if that association needs to be made. To me, it
right.
Part of it kind of speaks to lazy casting because you have this established you have this actor who is established as one character and a primary character. I mean, multiple movies were made with this actor as that character, and now he's being cast as one of their biggest villains, one of this IP's biggest villains. And so I see the parallels, like we were talking about, the armor, the mask, whatever. Tony Stark is a pretty boy. Doom is ugly and disfigured, but is very powerful.
But maybe he won't be in this. Like there's no reason that says he has to be disfigured.
Okay, so then we're deviating even more.
I bet they will.
And then it's like, then it really feels like you're jumping the shark, because it's like, oh, Doom is a pretty boy now? Come on.
Or not only that, but it's like, you have this situation where they have the multiverse. And we've seen iteration, like in Doctor Strange. You saw different Doctor Stranges or whatever. But this is like the first time they're really gonna. And again, I'm not saying. I think also kind of to your point, Adu, the multiverse has like been a cheat. Nobody's really dead. Anything can happen, whatever. And that's kind of like what you're getting with. Yeah. So you're getting that already. So no argument there. You're getting that. But if they can come up with a really good story, and you have two Tony. We had the one Tony Stark that gave his life in Endgame to save the day, and then here comes this other person that looks like him, but in an alternate universe, instead of his family coming to America, they stayed over in Europe or wherever country.
So then that just makes everything that comes out of Marvel a what if.
It kind of I think, but I think also they said they're trying to get away from this is it, like they're getting away from if you're gonna have the multiverse, then fucking have the multiverse, and you really use it to the extent you can. And I think that's what they're doing. So okay, we're really gonna flip this because we kind of been hemming and hawing around it. But like now it's like, we're gonna have Tony Stark. Not really, if the Starks never came to America, if they're coming from whatever dimension or multiverse, but he's confronting this. What is it? The 616? What are we in?
We're in the 616.
Yeah, so they're coming from somewhere else. Yeah, so it's like now.
I mean, the whole concept, and I haven't gotten that deep into the multiverse enough to like break it down or dissect it, but it's a little jump the sharkish, just in general.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna create this whole multiverse so we can just do whatever we want and everything makes sense. And
it's like a reboot. It's a reboot for stuff because they ran
out of stories. It's like a reboot every movie.
Yeah, and that's what drives a lot of people, especially aficionados. Because there's no stakes or consequences in the story. It's like someone dies.
The stakes are so low, but also like you alluded to, JD, earlier, the product has been.
It starts getting derivative.
Progressively more and more mediocre.
But I think that's why I said the Chapek stuff. I think they were under a lot of pressure to generate a lot of stuff, and use whatever device they can to make stuff come out. And it's like I think now, so we'll see. I mean, because you could be 100% right. If it's just some booty thing, it's lazy casting, everybody's phoning it in, they don't care, and it's a whack story, then I get it. But like for me, I never knew those stories. I didn't know Doctor Doom was this figure. I didn't know any of this stuff. So if I see a good story and there's Doom and it's it's a play on Tony Stark, but he's not really Tony Stark because he came from another universe, and in that universe his family was bad, or he was instead of using all his mental power for good, he's using all his mental power for bad. The
real question becomes, will it outgross the Niza movies?
It will not.
We going way into the blurred verse now.
What are you talking about? The Niza movies? What's that?
Oh my god!
Niza is a huge Chinese IP that's, I believe it's the highest grossing animated film in history. Not necessarily in America.
No, in the world. Yeah.
I don't trust that. I think it's recent, right?
Yeah, no. Actually, I've actually heard.
Yeah. Well, the sequel just came out recently. Yeah. The original came out in 2019.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I have something to say, but go ahead, Ron. Spit your.
No, I was just saying, I think I've heard Matt Bellamy on the Town reference.
I've heard Campy reference it, and people ask him, "What do you think about this? Because it's the highest grossing. It's supposedly better than Spider-Man." He's like, It's all the thing is with Chinese box office, they don't release them. They fudge the numbers all
are
the time.
skewed.
They're always skewed. They're always bad, and they won't release certain things. So it's like until they play fair ball, like with an independent auditor, they can say anything.
You only have
it's
so
bad
many.
more than
You
Spider-Man.
only have so many choices.
Yeah. It's
there.
like, you know, they're not. They're funny with the numbers. So
It's not an open
All right.
market.
yeah.
All right, we'll see how they do. One more topic before I think we close it out. That I wanted to get the group's opinion on, which I think again is in the news. Third episode of South Park came out.
I didn't see
Third
it.
episode in a row.
We
Oh,
didn't
You know,
seen it?
JD hasn't seen it.
Well, wait. What about
Yeah.
we didn't talk about Alien?
Oddly enough,
Alien
I haven't
Earth.
seen it.
Have
I
you
haven't
guys seen
seen the
Alien
first
Earth?
episode.
Yeah, I
I
don't
did watch the third episode of Alien
I
Earth.
saw Alien Earth, and we.
Oh,
All
you
right.
finally caught up?
Yeah, I'm up to the third one.
Okay.
All right,
Javon, no.
Javon?
No, I watched the first. I'm not
Oh,
caught
okay.
up totally, but I watched the first. I know what it's all about.
Always one. Always
Well, no, so-
one. Holding the group.
I wasn't
back.
going to talk. I wasn't necessarily talking about what happened in South Park, but I was talking about.
Okay.
Do you think every episode like this will just be like the running joke throughout the whole season?
Of going. Are they
Yeah.
going
Trump?
after
Trump?
the clown in
Trump.
the Capitol?
Oh yeah, because it was like that when they did.
Oh yeah, they had.
Yeah.
They had Sodom. When they did Saddam Hussein, he was in numerous episodes, like where he was, and he had his big demon
I
lover.
mean, Kanye was in numerous episodes. So.
Kanye
Yeah.
was.
I mean, Trump is the joke that keeps
Kanye
on
likes
giving.
fish sticks.
So. Yeah, fish sticks.
Fish sticks.
Yeah, Trump will
What?
I
be
don't even know
recurring.
if I get that joke.
They might do.
He got
two
mad
seasons
because
of
he
Trump.
kept they made it. It's so juvenile. It's like fish dicks.
Yeah.
No, I like fish sticks.
Fish sticks.
And so the whole episode he's
But
getting
if
mad
you say it
about.
fast enough, fish sticks. Fish sticks.
They had him
I've
rap.
never
He
seen
did a
that
rap
one,
about
Ron?
fish
seen that one.
sticks.
Oh my god!
I have a lot of South Park to catch up on.
Yeah.
As do I, my man. As do
Yeah,
I.
I gotta catch up. Let me ask you this: it's on HBO, right? Still, or did it change it? It's still on
No. Well, this new season is on Paramount.
Paramount. Okay, that's
Oh.
they keep switching
That's
shit around.
part
and
where they got
yeah.
the 1.5 billion.
Yeah, I didn't know if it started
From the
yet. I didn't know if that kicked
Did they
in.
benefit from the Skydance merger?
Probably.
They didn't benefit from it. They
Yeah,
were-
yeah. Oh yeah, they
They
did.
got-
They,
I think
absolutely did. There was a
benefited because I
bidding
think
war.
David Ellison was fine.
Yes.
They got their deal done
Yes.
before it.
No. But
I know.
I heard there was a bidding war for their show. Like everybody wanted
Yeah.
it, and Ellison came in to make a splash. Like we're taking this shit over, we're doing everything.
Right.
So we signed, but the thing was, they signed the deal and didn't know because South Park could wait till last minute to put out an episode, and so they
Right.
signed the deal. And like literally the week they signed the deal, like 2 days later, the South Park. I'm sure if it had come out before, it would have tanked everything because Trump would have been pissed off. But they didn't know it was coming,
Yeah.
so they got the deal in just by the skin of the teeth.
The fact that they can do it in 6 days just makes it.
And I'm sure they had that chambered. I'm sure they're just waiting for the deal to go through, whatever. Because
yeah.
that was like one of the final deals. Because here's the thing, that I've heard that South Park has brought in billions through the course of its run with merchandising alone. Like just all the toy, all that shit. So it's a boondoggle for whoever gets it. So everybody's fighting. That's why they would pay that money for it. Because for 27 years, whatever 30 years has been running, just think of all the money. Right. Not the episodes, all the characters, the merchandising. I see them South Park things all over the place, on T-shirts, on lunchboxes. They're everywhere, man. It's like Star Wars, dude. They make a killing with that. And to generate and keep it going.
I actually thought the funniest jokes in this week's episode, they made fun of ChatGPT.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were. This is not much of a spoiler, but they were making fun of how ChatGPT always kisses your ass.
Yeah.
When you.
Hey, Chat GPT is scared, man. He don't want to get cut off. He's like, yo, oh, you're the greatest. You're awesome. Because they know, because you've heard.
Great idea, Ron.
Because you guys have heard, like, they've tried to start off some AI, and it started, like, blackmailing people. I can't remember. I think it was Google, and they were shutting it down. And he said, I have your search history. I'm going to email it to all the people. And it was like, it didn't want to die. It was like, it felt like it was dying. It was like fighting to stay alive.
Right.
Wow.
All right, speaking of AI, JD, if I share my screen, will you be able to project it to the.
Yeah, I got it. Hold on. I don't know. I have to make a whole.
Ron, you about to mess everything
you're
up
about to
now.
throw-
We're about to lose the whole episode.
I could try.
We should just share the screen. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, if it works, it works. I can
All right,
describe it.
hold on, but I gotta
So
set
I
up.
was,
I gotta set up a screen for you though first. So it's like, let me do
It
that.
doesn't
are
just
you?
replace his screen.
Yeah, it
Yes,
replaces
but
all of our
it
screens.
does. But here. Hold on a second. Just let me say. Hold on 1 second.
Oh shit!
No,
Oh,
hold
here we
on.
go.
Hold on.
Here
It
we
was,
go.
it was
Folks, it's been great. This is
Talk amongst
Dude
yourselves
Black
for a
signing
second.
off.
it was nice while it
It's been
lasted.
great. This episode was great. We'll see you next month.
Just in case, make sure you subscribe, like, share this episode,
It's not gonna be that
comment.
bad. I got you. Hold on. Hold
'Cause
on.
you may not see us again after this.
Keep talking just for a second. I need like 30
But
seconds to get
I
this
can
going.
talk about this. I can at least talk about this.
Wait, did you share it already? You shared it on the.
We did.
It's sharing right
Okay,
now.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll describe it for the people who may be listening to this. This week I was working on this online photo editing tool, and what I'm doing is I'm doing this series on LinkedIn where I turn my fellow colleagues into comic book characters. It's a way of introducing our marketing team to the public in a fun and engaging way. So I turn everyone into comic strip characters. So everyone was looking good. So I got around to my turn to turn myself into a comic strip character, and an example of how sometimes AI can be racist as well. So what I'm going to describe here are photos. I took a common photo that I use of
Made you
myself,
Himalayan to match your beads.
Right.
and I'm using this online photo editing tool, and they have the filters that you use to make it look like a comic strip are AI generated. So it takes the image and then it uses AI to make it look like whatever. So this is the image it created of me. So
All right. I'm gonna try
for
to
those
share.
of you who can't see
Hold
me,
on. I'm transitioning right now. Hold on.
I-
Wait. Hold on. Let me get your.
I'm
keep
a
talking.
darker skinned for that.
Wait, I did. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Look on our page. You should see it pop up. He looks Indian or something. Yeah, it's like, whoa, what? Wow. Right. He's rake. But wait, I don't understand. Like, what? Wait, why were you doing this? Like, right? Like, he's a federale. Wait, I don't understand. Like, what happened? Like, what? Why? Like, what were you prompting? I know, but what were you prompting? Like, why were you even? Why weren't you? You're sitting in a chair. Then why? Wait. What happened? Why did it go away?
I stopped sharing.
Well, dude, you gotta tell me. You can't just. The screen was
Oh,
black. You can't just shut it off. Tell me when to go back to you. I went back to you. I went back to the
okay.
main
Should I go
frame.
back?
No, you're good. You're good.
Go
You're good.
back?
But it went black for a
Okay.
second. I luckily caught it and switched over.
Racist, or they just don't have the filters and the lighting to adapt to your
Well,
skin tone.
AI is trained on years of America or whatever, and so it, and this is something that it shows up in other ways as well. You know, if you say, create a room full of businessmen, everyone in the room is going to be white, right? And so AI is just naturally that's what it's trained on, but it didn't know how to take a black man and turn it into a black man. Based on what it's trained on, it took a black man and turned it into the closest thing, a tanned white man. I could change the texture of my hair to like.
Oh, totally.
So listen, I'm gonna use that for the thumbnail. The thumbnail is gonna be that picture. I need that for the thumbnail. Send me the one with you in the chair, like you side by side. Where's you, and then the
right.
That'd be great.
And so I think,
and I'm gonna call this episode "Rich Wigger, Poor Wigger."
That's good.
Or you could call it "Which Wigger is you?"
Right. Chat. No, we gotta say something with Chat G. Was it GPT?
All that to say, and so in that page, in that LinkedIn article, that it also talks about how AI
is racist.
Like, it has other ramifications, just not being able to make yourself into a comic strip. Like, has medical implications. I was reading the study on Howard and Cedars-Sinai where they would feed basically the exact same. They would feed the exact same. What is it when you have a sickness or something?
Diagnosis.
People who, the diagnosis. They were feeding into the AI all of the
symptoms.
Symptoms. Thank you.
Okay.
That two people who had the same psychological disorder.
Okay.
And based on, and the AI was giving two different diagnoses of what to do
based on race.
On the fact one was based on race, and another study was showing how if AI was
it's like, doctor, I got a toothache. Like your brother, jail.
Obviously,
prison
prescribed a chicken sandwich to the black man.
Okay.
That cures everything.
In one study, a black man was buying a movie ticket and added a chicken sandwich.
And it just automatically added a chicken sandwich.
And some watermelon.
Watermelon
chicken sandwich.
Would you like a watermelon?
Another study, he was picking up his prescription. Somehow there was a chicken sandwich on the bill.
Right. But in using AI and like recruiting, if like AAE was used,
AAE, what's that?
AI.
African American English.
English. Okay.
Oh.
Other words, Ebonics.
If AI
Ebonics.
African American English, like in the resume.
No, in terms of how the person was talking.
Gotcha.
Or in terms of how the person was writing, if it detected or sensed that, certain people would be filtered out. Facial recognition software not being able to recognize black women or black people.
Yeah.
And so we have a lot of work to do with AI.
Yeah.
But anyway. Well, this has been good,
anything to do with who's writing the code.
That's for that part right there. That
Very
part.
much.
Well, no, it's not about who's writing the code. It's based on what the AI is trained on. It's trained on 100 years of.
I know, but Ron, but also
people
training it.
Train the AI though.
You need to adjust for that.
That's the thing people don't understand.
Still
We
writing
have to
code.
program it. Somebody has to yeah.
At least that's what I've heard. I've heard one of the problems. To your point, not saying that your point is totally negated, Ron, but there's There's also the issue of there's a whole bunch of white dudes or or people who are not black that are setting up the avenues
training on what is being told to train on.
Yeah.
Sure.
And to take into account certain things like, hey, this is a black person, so they can't come out with straight hair. You're making them look Latino or whatever, or Ron just dropped 5 shades. Yeah, like keep the same shade of skin for Ron. Don't change his. Like you said, like they can't even detect black women, so it's like, well, that seems like a glaring flaw. And
I know,
but that's because of coding. It hasn't been trained for it. I mean, it can only do. It's only gonna be as good as it's been trained.
You have to consider. You also have to consider. I mean, most film and TV shows just figured out how to light black people.
Thank you. Thank you. They still don't get the hair right half the time.
They still don't get the hair right, and they still
got
put crazy makeup on black actors.
Acting friends.
So it's like they've just now figured. I'm serious. Like I feel like they've just figured out how to put makeup on black people, black actors 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, and some still screw it up.
And listen,
and
my wife's
don't
producer.
get a black person that's like slightly, not necessarily brown, but like either JD's complexion or Lisa Bonet's complexion. I mean, they be making them look crazy. It's like, yo.
Or not only that, but like put me next to Eddie Murphy in a scene, and then it's like, how you gonna light for that? It's like, how you gonna light for that? I'm gonna be blown out, or Eddie Murphy's gonna look super dark. Or, it's like it's like they don't care. It's like whatever.
Right. They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
That's why you always hear about them. You always hear about them.
How did
black actors bringing their own people in, their own makeup, their own hair.
All the time. My wife is a producer, and she actually has to fight on numerous occasions. She's fought to get they think like black actors are being prima donnas. But have you ever seen a white woman try to mess with some black woman's hair? They fuck it up all the time. They don't know what they're doing. They just haven't been training. It's not like, oh, they're evil or whatever. It's just like they're dealing with something they don't know. And so black actresses have to, they'll throw some water on a black woman's hair, like, oh, no problem. And like,
trying to straighten it out.
Whoa. Fuck my
Just
shit
made
up.
an
You're
afro.
fucking my perm up. Yeah, it's like, no, you can't do that. So my wife has dealt with it on numerous shows, and the producer's like, what's the big deal? If you're white, you don't ever know. It's like,
Yeah. You're blind to the fact.
Yes. And so then they think that the black actors are being prima donnas because they want someone that knows how to deal with black hair. But it's not a prima donna thing. It's like you're going to literally fuck their hair up. You whatever you're going to do, you'll tease it once, and then guess what? It's fucked up for the rest of the day. You're going to get a crazy look or however you want it to look, and then now you can't do nothing with it because you've knocked out the perm, and now it's looking all crazy, and the actress is all pissed off or actors because their hair is all fucked up.
All right, gentlemen. I think we got.
Yeah, we didn't get no sports in. What we need to do, we got to make sure that we have a list of what we're going to talk about because we didn't get to.
You mean have an agenda? Come in with an agenda?
An agenda.
That's crazy. That's not black at all.
We need an agenda.
Anyway,
I do have some sports topics he's going to bring up, but like Ron said, it's getting long in the tooth. So
we got to come in pure improv every week.
So now, God willing,
I had no idea we've been talking about chicken sandwiches so long.
Chicken sandwiches. We lead with chicken sandwiches
every week.
Every week.
A different situation with a chicken sandwich.
All right, gents. So
in a hardware store.
Ron, so
now they had chicken sandwiches.
With a chicken sandwich.
All right. So everyone watching, be sure to like, subscribe, do all the things. I mean, if you're watching this, you've been on YouTube. You know what to do. Just do it. Share it.
Hit all the things. And, check all the marks. Give all the likes. Give all the love.
Right.
Check all the boxes.
Yep.
Share all your personal info.
And if you're listening to this, go to what is our YouTube handle? Is it just it's at Dungeons the letter N Durags, all one word, right?
No, it's dungeon dot in dot durags or whatever.
I don't think there's any dots in it.
Oh, really? It's just Dungeons and Durags. It's Dungeons and then.
That's what I just said.
Okay.
I just said it.
I didn't.
With lots of dots.
I be
no dots.
Hey man, I be ignoring you sometimes. On the real.
It's youtube.com.
No dots.
I didn't even say nothing about Avengers Doomsday. I didn't even get to say anything about it, but I don't really want to.
Oh wait! Right. Oh yeah, that's right. Geron's fishing out the comic, the main comic pillar.
This counts as
my only comment was.
Hold on, Javon.
Okay.
This is like our own little post-credit sequence. Like for those who stay to the end, they're gonna get something special. Javon.
My comment was like Edu was talking about how comic books they change their universes sometimes, and I feel like Marvel and DC both did that, and I think I talked about this before, how the comic book companies will change the whole universe around because it's been going for so long and they need something new.
Yep.
I feel like Marvel films, MCU specifically, has gotten to that point. Like, if you look at the phases, you know how to phase. They talk about phase. This is a new Fantastic Four was a new phase, not Thunderbolts. Yeah. Thunderbolts and Captain America were the end of the old phase.
Yep.
Fantastic Four is a new phase. The first image you see, it says, what? MCU or world number 838. They tell you at the
828.
beginning, this is not everything that you've seen in the last 20 years.
Yeah, great point.
This is a totally different universe. And so, yeah, the Tony Stark thing is like JD said, it will bring people in because they want to see what they're doing, but it can annoy as well. Even people that haven't read the comic book, people that don't read comic books, they're like, why are you changing all this? What is going on? People that read comic books know that this is what happens. They just change stuff up like this. But people that don't read it and aren't story aficionados like JD, they're just trying to go see a movie. They're like, wait, I saw Tony here.
Yeah.
They're not saying I saw Dr. Doom. They're saying I saw Tony here.
Yeah, this guy was Iron Man last time I saw him.
He was Iron Man last time I saw him, and they will have. I feel like they do need to scar him. They do need to do something because they're not going to go into a back story to tell you how Doom was established and all this stuff. That's not going to happen. Not in the next movie.
I don't know. I don't know how. Maybe I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure.
There are 30 people that are already attached to the Avengers Doom story thing. They're not going to be going back looking at Doom's history. They're going to be like talking about all this new stuff.
Oh yeah, no. I'm just saying a quick, easy, like, because the thing is, like, for someone like me, and you have the multiverse, it's like they just do a quick thing where it says this is who he is. I don't need to know that he's scarred. Like if he's not scarred, it will make no difference or rhyme or reason because I don't know him. I don't know that he was scarred. So,
you don't know this guy.
Yeah, I only know this Doom guy. And if he comes in and he looks just like Tony Stark, I'm thinking that could wreak a lot of havoc when Captain America comes back up. Yeah. You know, say Cap.
Well, no, but that's the thing. This is like we said at the beginning. This is MCU 838. There's no Captain America. There's no
828
or 828. There's not all these people that you knew are not going to interact the same way.
Well, let me ask you this: but aren't they coming to the 616?
That's what Thunderbolts seem to kind of say at the ending credit of Thunderbolts. Saying. But you don't know that for sure. This is a whole new stage, and every movie in this stage is in a different universe.
Okay.
Fantastic Four, Spider-Man's Brand New Day. That at the end of Spider-Man,
that's 616 though. That's 616.
Yeah, but they made everybody forget who he was.
Right.
When will they be in the 213? When will they be in the 213?
Right. But that's we've played with the multiverse the whole time, Doctor Strange and all that stuff. This is the first time that we're actually in a different universe. This whole
JD,
story.
Try turning your mic towards your mouth.
Who, me?
Mic check. Why?
Oh. Wasn't hearing
you?
you?
Far away.
Oh, okay.
Fidelity of your audio wasn't as good.
I'm just saying that
for the entire
towards your mouth.
No, I just. Hey, pause. Hey,
your mic is saying,
dog, pause. Pause, Ron.
Not your teeth, just your mouth.
You don't need to pause.
Shout out to Eddie Murphy.
Ron,
Shout out
to Ron. Ron don't even get it. You don't need to pause. Technically, there's not. Pause, nigga. Pause.
Is that from something?
Oh my god. That'll be the next
on
black
the next
card,
episode
black
of Dungeons and
Durags. Yeah, another one. Ron never stops giving. The Christmas gift he keeps on giving all year long.
Wow.
Because I didn't know what pause meant.
Yes. Everybody.
What movie is it from?
It's always a movie.
Right. With him, it's always a movie. It couldn't be kosher.
It doesn't come with a chicken sandwich.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm not finding anything online about online.
About being online.
Wow. And another one. Yo, my battery's about to die, y'all. So we got to wrap it up.
That is a definite blackism. Niggas ain't ever got batteries.
Especially when you got to take 3 hours to
Stop putting them in the freezer and just go buy some.
Dang. About to go take some out.
So this is going to cut off at some point.
Batteries in the freezer.
We'll continue on this Dr. Doom thing or whatever, because I'm sure it'll pop up later.
Collect call from the penitentiary.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, man.
And the next episode,
this is the longest ass wrap up I've heard in my whole life. We've been wrapping up for 20 minutes.
Well, is Ron going to do an outro? Another outro?
Right.
Go ahead.
Ron. I did it. This was the post credit.
You did the outro. This is the post credit.
Okay.
That's right.
Party ain't over.
All right, y'all. Good stuff.